So we were kind of hoping that you could help us with this question that we're exploring today. Uh, we've called it "Be present," being present in God's presence. Clever,
Right.
I think clever.
Yeah.
Being present in God's presence, and I guess we were thinking about this idea that church isn't happening, and for lots of people, myself included, I think I enjoy corporate worship as a place where I have a sense of God's presence and I find it there. And kind of for me, I know people like YouTube, but for me, YouTube worship doesn't quite replace that. Although lots of it is good. I just wondered, like, can God be found outside of that? Can God be found in your real life, in your everyday life, even in your home? What do you think to that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope so. And actually, yeah, like I say, the whole thing of spiritual direction assumes that that is the case. That, yeah, that would be my assumption when I meet with anyone, that God is present in someone's life. Not yes, maybe on a Sunday, yes, maybe as part of a church service, but yeah, God is present in the ordinariness of life, and the particular life of that person, and who they are, and where they find themselves. Um, so yeah, there is then. I do believe that God can be found in the everyday, in our homes, in our gardens if we're lucky enough to have one, and or going for a walk in the park, and even in maybe the repetitive tasks of our work, that those could be opportunities for that God could be present there also. Yeah,
Yeah,
how does
so
that
we've got
sound?
some things, some ways, or something that could help us begin to. Uh,
Yeah, good. Yeah, so there's this. I mean, way back, hundreds of years ago, there was a guy called Brother Lawrence, a monk, who talked about practicing the presence of God, and um, his desire was to turn his attention to God just in the ordinariness of his life, and his job in the monastery was to wash the dishes. So he had like a pretty like not a glamorous job. He wasn't leading the Eucharist or anything like that. Wasn't doing any of the liturgy or those kind of things. And so that just as a basic statement is just to orientate our attention to God would be a starting point. But that might just sound hard to begin with, or what does that look like?
Yeah, how would you
Um,
do that?
yeah,
How would you do that? What is a focus point for you?